Today, let's review some of our lost footage from our trip to Bonaire, one of the ABC islands in the Caribbean. Simply type in Frank and Gina to get to our channel. God bless. Bonaire is a Caribbean island in the Leeward Antilles and is a special municipality of the Netherlands. Its capital port is Kralendijk on the west coast of the island. Did you know that Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao all form the ABC Islands about 50 miles off the coast of Venezuela? One of the most notable features that greet arriving visitors both by sea and air are a distinctive line of white salt pyramids at the southern end of the island. Each pyramid, roughly 50 feet high, contains approximately 10,000 metric tons or 99.6% of pure salt. Bonaire has one of the most intricate salt desalination operations on Earth. In the water surrounding Bonaire, no fewer than 469 different species of fish can be found. The Reef Environment Education Foundation, or REEF, has documented the coral reef fish of this Dutch diving island. A large portion of these fish live in the island's coral reefs. Nowhere else in the Caribbean archipelago, which consists of more than 1,000 islands, can you find such a wide variety of reef fish species as in Bonaire's nearly untouched reefs. And if you visit the island, talk to Kenneth Dilemma.
You have to spray them twice a year.
Oh, okay.
In the past, we don't have, like now, that we have a water desalination plant.
Okay.
And they use the seawater to make cement.
Okay.
And the salt is in the walls, still in the wall, you know?
Okay. Bonaire's total island area is 288 square kilometers or 111 square miles. It is 38.6 kilometers or 24 miles long from north to south. The island is approximately 3 to 5 miles wide. Can you imagine standing next to a 50-foot tall pile of salt? Not to mention a lake in front of it full of salt. It's an amazing view, one that you'll never forget. Bonaire is one of the only places on Earth that has miles of salt on one side, and on the other side is the beautiful Caribbean Ocean. The desalination process here is amazing. And let's give you a shot of it from the air. We're about 200 feet up using an Autel Evo drone. As mentioned, Bonaire is an island located 50 miles off the coast of Venezuela, joining Aruba and Curacao to make up the ABC Islands. Bonaire is known for its enormous lake of pink salt flats. Bonaire's inhabitants are Dutch nationals, and nearly 60% of its residents were born in the former Netherlands, Antilles, and Aruba. Well, except for this guy. In Bonaire, windmills power a system that naturally extracts sea salt from the ocean water, a process commonly known as desalination. And when mentioning the beaches of Bonaire, I'll let them speak for themselves. There is also a famous lighthouse here that played an important role during the disgusting slave trade. And believe it or not, there are still remnants of old slave homes. These homes were used to house slaves during the so-called colonization of the island. What a disgusting time in history. Looking at the way that mankind has treated himself over time, how dare we call animals animals? Bonaire is a beautiful place with a sad history. So if you're a snorkeler, let's take a look at some of the animals that you may see if you were snorkeling off the coast of Bonaire. A green moor eel, They've also got spotted moor eels. You can also see a palometa or a spotted eagle ray foraging. You can also see the southern stingray. Keep in mind, stingrays are naturally beautiful, normal, peaceful creatures. However, they can become deadly if they become startled. We all remember the story of Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. Rest in peace. So now we're going to name a few shark species that live off the coast of Bonaire. The nurse shark, which is obviously harmless to humans, is one. However, you've also got hammerheads, bull sharks, and tiger sharks. There are also white tip and reef sharks. All of these species have been known to attack and in some cases eat human beings. My take on sharks is they didn't ask me to come into their domain. The fact remains is no matter what body of water you swim in on Earth, there are creatures that could kill and eat you. You've got to use common sense and be careful. So in closing, and I'm sure Gina would agree with me, Bonaire is one of the most beautiful places on Earth. Be sure and visit. Be careful, and please like, share, and subscribe to Where in the World is Frank and Gina on YouTube. Simply type in Frank and Gina to get to our channel. We'd like to dedicate this video to all the souls who've lost their lives trying to fight for the freedom of others. May you rest in peace. We'd also like to dedicate this video to Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. He was an Australian zookeeper, conservationist, television personality, wildlife educator, and environmentalist. On September 4, 2006, Steve Irwin passed away due to injuries sustained by a stingray while filming in the Great Barrier Reef. Steve Irwin is survived by his wife Terry and two children, Bendy and Robert, who all still run his facilities to this day in 2025. Please like, share, and subscribe to Where in the World is Frank and Gina on YouTube.